Hello, my name is Ryan, and for my Pechakucha, I will be delving into the lighting techniques used in James Cameron's 1997 blockbuster, Titanic. Cameron's use of lighting to accentuate the mood and atmosphere while also appearing realistic created an exceptional tone for the film and the feelings that it wanted to portray. Within the first underwater segments, Cameron used the submarine's spotlights to highlight the aspects of the decay that the ship was in. The harsh light also creates a contrast with the deep ocean and makes the atmosphere feel cold and isolating. The use of low lighting is used once again later in the night scenes during the film. In the words of Bordwell and Thompson, lighting is an incredibly important part of the mise-en-scene. The relationship between light and shadow expresses emotion about characters and setting. This can be seen with Jack and Rose's first interactions, while the light shines over them in three-point lighting with very little use of shadow. The sunset is used in an interesting way throughout James Cameron's film. As the sun sets upon Titanic's last days afloat, both Jack and Rose are at their happiest. However, there is an impending sense of doom that they do not realize it as of yet. This can be signified through the use of side lighting, which creates a harsh, warm light and a harsh shadow. Through the same sunset, we can see the light reflect off of Titanic's port side, while the starboard is covered in almost darkness, thus breaking the intertwining connection between Titanic and Jack and Rose as characters themselves. As well as this, clouds obscure light from the stern, signifying the end of light and therefore the end of hope for Titanic. As night falls, James Cameron decided to cut most of the light from the night sections and only use soft lighting to represent the moon. This stays consistent throughout the rest of the runtime and does not move much, hence helping to sell the realism of the scene and allow it to flow with the mise-en-scene better. The lighting, while not exactly realistic, is used sparingly to allow the shadows to take over. The only light left is the ship's electronics, which were once used to illuminate the happy moments in the film. Those now give backlight to helpless, scrambling families in complete disarray, which obviously changes the mood and atmosphere of the scene. Once the Titanic's bow and stern split in half, all electricals are cut off, leaving the last segments in a blue hue and incredibly low lighting. This leaves a cold and isolating feel to each shot that persists on the screen. The lighting causes all color to be drained from the screen, which makes it feel more bleak. In conclusion, Titanic's lighting changes the tone and atmosphere through its contrast and placement in its lights and shadows, especially the latter of the two. The final act of the film focuses a lot on tone through its light and how it's used in the context. Thank you for listening to my presentation.